boys and girls, this is Miss Brianne and welcome back to Preschool Story Hour, the afternoon storytime session in which all my preschool friends join me for some nice stories and we sing songs and recite rhymes and even do some cool little activities. Now, as I've always mentioned, each month of our Preschool Story Hour is based on a particular theme. And for the month of July, our theme is summer. And I mentioned last week all the cool activities that you can do in the summer since you don't have to worry about school. It's been a week so far, so I hope you've had some fun so far. Maybe you've done some swimming, maybe you've went to the beach, maybe you played at the park, maybe even some of you attended summer camp. And still are attending summer camp. Well, anyway, I have some great stories to read to you today. But first, we are going to start with our welcome song. Now, you know the drill, boys and girls. I sing along first, and then all my friends join me the second time around. Now, before we begin, I'm just going to let you know that our welcome song is from the book-style pamphlet, The Very Ready Reading Program, which is published by Upstart. So, follow along on your song sheets. Are we ready to begin? Okay, here we go. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Everybody! The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. All right, good job, boys and girls. Okay, so as you all know, we have our books on display for the month of July. And we'll review them again. We have Summer is Summer, which we read last week. Duck Dunks. Pie is for Sharing. And Miranda's Beach Day. Now, Pie is for Sharing is the book that we're going to read through all of our sessions of July's Preschool Story Hour. And then the second book, we rotate throughout each week. Plus, we also have two songs that we always sing for the whole time during our sessions of Preschool Story Hour for July, which I will be singing momentarily. And in a little while, I'll introduce the second book that I'll read to you today. But with that being said, we are going to sing our first song of the session. Now, the two songs that we'll sing before and after Pie is for Sharing are from the website Preschool Express. So if you're interested in this song as well as other similar songs, please click on the web link in the video description. The beauty of recording. Things don't always work out. All right. With that being said, are we ready to begin with our first song? All right, it's called My Friends and I Like to Share. So follow along on your song sheets. Are we ready? All right, here we go. My friends and I like to share. It's what we all like to do. My friends and I like to share. We hope that you do too. Everybody! My friends and I like to share. It's what we all like to do. My friends and I like to share. We hope that you do too. All right, good job, boys and girls. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit so you can see the little pieces of artwork I'm going to display today. So give me 2 seconds. All right, let me see if that works. Yes, it does. So, it is time to read our first story. And the story for today is Pie is for Sharing. And remember, this is the book that we read during all 3 sessions of our preschool story hour. So, let's see. The author is Stephanie Parsley Ledyard. Now, the author is the person who writes the words in the story. The illustrator is Jason Chin. And the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures in the story. And then we have the publisher, which is that company that puts the book all together and then sends it to the bookstores so they can sell them. And this is a Neal Porter book, which is published by the Roaring Brook Press, which is a division of Holtzbrinck Publishing Holdings Limited Partnership. So, are we ready to begin? Okay, here we go. Pie is for sharing. Isn't it nice to have a yummy piece of pie in the summer? It starts out whole and round. Have you ever, boys and girls, ever seen a fresh baked pie out of the oven? And it looks like a big circle? And can you believe how yummy it is? But in any event, it starts out whole and round. Then you can slice it into as many pieces as you wish. So you can cut pie up into many different pieces or slices depending on how many people there are. Or whoever wants pie. You can get 2, you can get 4, you could get 8. If you're very creative, you can even get 16 slices of pie. But you can slice into as many pieces as you wish. Almost. Though sometimes there's not enough for everybody. A book is for sharing. A ball is nice for sharing too. A tree is always shared. If a tree is big enough, more than one person can climb it and sit in it. Even when you think it is yours alone. So even if you're the only person sitting in the tree is usually shared because a lot of different animals live in trees. So you're sharing your tree with animals even if you're the only person in the tree. Other things for sharing: jump rope, your place in the middle, a rhyme, time. So everybody's spending time together hanging out at the beach. Does that sound like a good time, hanging out at the beach with all your family and friends and the people you love? It is nice, isn't it? A boat, a stream, your towel warmed by the sun. Easy to share, cousins, sticks, stones from your pocket. Hard to share, your best friend. If you are hurt, it helps to share a hug and some bandages and the story about what happened. Hideouts and treasures. These are good to share. Sometimes fun at the beach, you can find a lot of different treasures out there. Can anybody guess what type of treasure you can find out on the beach? Maybe beach glass, maybe rocks, maybe even some seashells. Doesn't that sound exciting? Words and music are for sharing. So are berries. And that last piece of homemade bread. And a blanket, a breeze, the sky. These are for sharing. Just like pie. Isn't that amazing, boys and girls? And that is the end of the story. Now think about this, boys and girls. Is it fun to share? Do you like it when your friends share and family share things with you? And does it make you feel good when you share your things with your family and friends? It's always nice to share. But in any event, I hope you enjoyed this story. I certainly enjoyed it. So in a minute or so, I'm going to introduce you to our next book. But before we do that, we're going to do a rhyme. And our rhyme is I will be kind. And remember, went a little something like this. I will be kind to my friends every day. I will be kind in my own special way. I will take turns and share my things too. I will be kind, 'cause that's what friends do. All right, everybody join me now. Are we ready? Here we go. I will be kind to my friends every day. I will be kind in my own special way. I will take turns and share my things too. I will be kind, 'cause that's what friends do. All right, good job, boys and girls. So, before I introduce our next book today, we're going to sing another summertime song. And we have 2 different summertime songs this week. Now, before I introduce this one, the song I'm going to teach you is from the website Teaching Mama. So if you're interested in this song as well as other similar songs, please click on the web link in the video description. But are we ready? It's called Summertime is Fun. Follow along on your song sheets. Are we ready to begin? All right, it goes a little something like this. Summertime is so much fun. I swim and I bike and I run, run, run. The sky is blue and the sun is warm. Unless it's cloudy and it starts to storm. Summertime is so much fun. I love to play in the sun, sun, sun. All right, everybody. Summertime is so much fun. I swim and I bike and I run, run, run. The sky is blue and the sun is warm, unless it's cloudy and it starts to storm. Summertime is so much fun. I love to play in the sun, sun, sun. All right, boys and girls. So, I am going to introduce our next book. And the book that we are going to read this week is called Miranda's Beach Day. So, all right, Miranda's Beach Day. The author and illustrator is Holly Keller. And the publisher is Green Willow Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. So, are we ready to begin? All right, here we go. One hot summer day, Mama took Miranda to the beach. It's hot enough to cook an egg on the sand, Mama said. Really? Asked Miranda. No, said Mama, but it feels like it. Now, boys and girls, can you really cook an egg in the sand? No, probably not. But sometimes it feels like it's so hot that you feel like you can cook an egg in the sand. But you really can't. And personally, I wouldn't want to eat eggs with sand in them. Mama carried the towels. Miranda carried her new pail and shovel. The sand was so hot that it shimmered. You know how the sun hits the sand hard, like at that right angle where it makes it like shiny and sparkly? That's how hot it was. Some seagulls in the sky were squawking. Are they laughing or crying? asked Miranda. Why do you think the seagulls are making noise? They probably think, ooh, humans, food. Well, let's see. I think they're hungry, said Mama. Yeah, if they see humans or people on the beach, they're going to think, ooh, food. The breeze blew out Miranda's hair. Salty sand stuck to her face. I like the beach, she said. In the water, Miranda's toes were cold. She pushed them into the wet sand. When a wave came, Miranda plopped onto her bottom and let the water swirl around her. Swish, swish, said Miranda as she wiggled her feet. I'm a mermaid! So she's pretending that she's a mermaid. Yeah, if you put your feet together and let the waves go over it, it can look like a mermaid's tail. A small crab walking sideways stopped near Mama's foot. He was carrying a shell. The shell is his house, Mama said. It's not a very big one, said Miranda. I'll build him a castle. So it looks like Miranda wants to build a home for her new ocean friend. But, what do you think? Do you think he'll stay in the castle? What do you think, boys and girls? Probably not, right? Well, let's see what happens. Miranda scooped up the crab and put him into her pail. She started to dig. A boy named Raymond came over to watch. You can help if you want to, said Miranda. So it looks like she's making some friends on the beach. Raymond used a plastic cone to make towers. His little sister came over to help too. They dug and piled and smoothed the sand. They worked all afternoon. It's taken a long time for them to build a castle. Have you ever built a castle that took a lot of time, boys and girls? What did you think? Was it fun? Well, let's see what happens. It's the best castle ever, said Miranda when it was finished. Miranda dug a deep hole for the door and put the crab inside. There, she said. Now you have a new house. What do you think, boys and girls? Is the crab going to stay? Probably not. But the crab scurried right out and raced back to the water. He was still carrying his old house. I'll catch him, shouted Miranda. You had better hurry, said Mama. The tide is coming in. Uh-oh, looks like it's going to be a big wave, right, boys and girls? What's going to happen to the castle? Well, let's see. A big wave washed up on the beach. It made a roaring sound. The castle became an island. So it crumpled the whole castle. How sad, and after all that hard work, right, boys and girls? Another wave was spread over the sand, and the castle was gone. That's sad after all that hard work. How is Miranda feeling now? Probably a little sad, right, boys and girls? Yeah. It was a beautiful castle, said Mama. We'll come again another day, and you can make a new one. Will the crab be here again too? Miranda asked. Yes, said Mama, but the crab will always belong to the sea. The way the castle belongs to the sand? Asked Miranda. Yes, Mama said. And the way you belong to me. And that is the end of the story. So what do you think, boy? Was that a great story? Doesn't it make you want to go to the beach? It sounds like fun, right? You can swim and build sand castles, and you can meet some cool creatures and maybe even find some seashells. Well, in any event, that was a great story, and I certainly enjoyed reading it to you. But with that being said, we're going to spend a little time. Oh, before I forget, that seagull picture I showed you was from the website Wikipedia. So if you're interested in that, as well as looking at other pictures of similar animals, please click on the web link in the video description. But we're going to spend some time now coloring a coloring page. Now we're only going to spend a few minutes on this, but if you need more time, please feel free to pause this video in order to catch up, okay? Now this coloring page is from the website Best Coloring Pages for Kids. So if you're interested in this, as well as other similar coloring pages, please click on the web link in the video description. With that being said, are we ready to begin? Alright, I'm going to give you a few minutes. Let's get started. So I hope you're having a good time, boys and girls, and I hope you're enjoying your summer. Hopefully it's not too hot out today. And I hope you're having a good day so far, boys and girls. And just take the time and keep coloring. I'm only going to do this for about 1 more minute. So like I said, we're going to stop because it's just only a few minutes. But here's how far, if you need more time, you can please feel free to pause the video. Here's how far I got. How far did you get, boys and girls? Well, in any event, I certainly had a good time. Now we're going to learn another summertime song, and this one's about the beach. Now before I begin, this song that I'm going to teach you is from the website KidSpace. So if you're interested in this song as well as other similar songs, please click on the web link in the video description. Now we're not going to repeat, because this is a longish song, we're not going to sing it again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing the first verse, just so you can get the tune of it. And then if you feel comfortable, you can join me with the other verses. Are we ready? This is called We Are Going to the Beach, so follow along on your song sheets. Are we ready now? Here we go. We are going to the beach, to the beach, to the beach. We are going to the beach to have some summer fun. Alright, if you feel comfortable, you can join me. We will find some rocks and shells, rocks and shells, rocks and shells. We will find some rocks and shells and make a collection. Alright, we'll be digging in the sand, in the sand, in the sand. We'll be digging in the sand and maybe build a castle. We'll jump right over the waves, over the waves, over the waves. We'll jump right over the waves way up to the bright blue sky. All right, good job, boys and girls. I hope you had fun today. I certainly had fun. But sadly, it is time to say goodbye. But please join us next week for some different stories and a different activity. Looking forward to it. I certainly hope you are. But until then, we're going to wrap up today with our goodbye song. And just remember, this goodbye song is from the website Literary Hoots. So if you're interested in this song as well as other similar songs, please click on the web link in the video description. Are we ready? Alright, here we go. Hands go up, hands go down. I can turn round and round. I can jump upon two shoes. I can clap and so can you. I can wave, I'll show you how. Story time is done for now. Everybody, hands go up, hands go down. I can turn round and round. I can jump upon two shoes. I can clap and so can you. I can wave, I'll show you how. Story time is done for now. Thank you so much for joining me today, boys and girls. You have a great day, and I'll see you next week.